Shifting focus then, our Chinese Foreign Minister Wang held a high-level meet with India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval in the national capital today. The talks are part of the 24th round of the Special Representatives Dialogue, which is a key mechanism for discussions on the long-standing border issue between the two countries. Reports suggest that the talks are now not limited to the boundary question alone, but also cover broader bilateral issues which include trade, technology, cooperation and resumption of flights as well. In fact, during the meeting, NSA Ajit Doval expressed optimism about the recent improvements in relations and credited the breakthrough to last year's meet between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Xi Jinping in Kazan, which he said set a new trend in bilateral ties. NSA Doval also confirmed that Prime Minister Modi will be visiting China for the SCO summit.
There has been an upward trend. Borders have been quiet. There have been peace and tranquility. Our bilateral engagements have been more substantial. And we are most grateful to our leaders who, in Kazan, in October last, were able to set a new trend. And we have profited a lot since then. The new environment that has been created has helped us in moving ahead in the various areas that we were working on.
In response, Russian Minister Wang also referred to the meeting as a pivotal moment that pointed the direction for relations and provided impetus for resolving the boundary issue.
I am very pleased to meet you again in New Delhi for this round of talks between the special representatives of China and India on the boundary question. The setbacks we experienced in the past few years were not in the interests of the people of our two countries. And then in October last year, President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Modi had an important meeting in Kazan. That meeting pointed the direction for the development of our bilateral relations and provided impetus for the proper settlement of the boundary question.
According to sources, Indian officials reiterated that there is no change in India's position on Taiwan. New Delhi maintains a relationship with Taiwan that is focused on economic, technological and cultural cooperation. In fact, the ongoing dialogue comes at a time when both sides appear keen to stabilize ties after a period of heightened tensions following clashes in Ladakh 5 years ago. Later today, Wang is also scheduled to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. For more on this, Siddhant Sibal, our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, has sent us this report.
India and China earlier today held border talks. These are talks which are led by the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang and the Indian NSA Ajit Doval. Now, the Indian side pointed out that there is stability at the borders, and we also know that the Chinese side said that healthy relationship should be something that is welcomed and is fundamental to India-China relationship. Now, we know that the Chinese Foreign Minister is on a 3-day India visit, during which, of course, he meets with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well. He has already met the Indian External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, and the Chinese side has said that it's going to release and remove its restrictions on critical earths and on fertilizers, and this is significant for the Indian economy, for the agriculture sector, for the infrastructure sector as well. But the visit comes just days before the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi travels to China for the SCO summit, and we have seen a reset in the India-China relationship since the Kazan BRICS summit meeting that happened last year when both the leaders met, and there have been several engagements, including the Indian NSA, the Indian Defence Minister and the Indian External Affairs Minister travelling to China for the SCO meetings. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.